Rob, I've said for a while now that the Disney Plus show, particularly when it comes to Marvel, that I have been most anticipating is Falcon and Winter Soldier. But Loki is right up there. I mean, I love Tom Hiddleston playing Loki. I've been looking forward to this. They announced a Loki series. We got some taste and some teasers of it before. But today they dropped a full-blown trailer for Loki. And I got to tell you, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It did what it because this, unlike the other teasers, this one gave us a better idea. I love it when a trailer gives us a sense of here's the basic idea. They don't give you details. They don't give you tons of insight. Just like, here's the basic gist. So basically what the setup is, they introduced in the trailer, was that when Loki took that Tesseract, it actually broke apart the timeline. And now we've got the TVA, the Time Variance Authority, is stepping in and saying, we need you now. You broke it. You got to help us fix this.
Right.
And so I love that that's the basic story. And Rob, I'll tell you what else I love about this. I love that in the MCU, actions have repercussions. I love that. Even like a little thing like, hey, it wasn't just a little gag. Oh, Loki, I get the stone back. Ha, ha, ha. There's repercussions to that. And then Marvel follows through and says, let's look at these repercussions. And I thought that was great. You have Loki given all the slick one-liners that Loki is apt to give. I thought that was great. But I'm going to tell you something else, Rob, that makes it very special for me. I am actually a big fan of Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson has delighted and entertained me during some great times and during some hard times for a long time in his career. Like whether it's High Noon, that's where I really first took notice of him in that Jackie Chan movie. I loved him in that. Wedding Crashers is one of my all-time favorite comedy. I mean, whatever you want to go. I love Owen Wilson. And of course, we don't talk about it. Nobody talks about it anymore. But a number of years ago, there was a really serious incident with Owen Wilson that, led to him being hospitalized and a lot of questions about his mental state. And it kind of cast a bit of a shadow or a rain cloud over this delightful entertainer. And to see Owen Wilson back, and he has done other things since. Don't get me wrong. It's not like he disappeared. He has done other things since. But I don't know. It just makes my heart smile to sit down and see Owen Wilson on screen again, being delighted and entertained by what he does. So for many, many reasons, Rob, this Loki trailer really was a breath of fresh air. I loved what I saw. Anyway, Rob, you had a chance to check out this Loki trailer. What did you think about it?
Dude, like you, I loved it. I mean, first of all, the Time Variance Authority is a wacky concept. I mean, it's sort of like Terry Gilliam's Brazil,
yeah,
but it oversees the entire omniverse. And it has it has a wider reach than even Kang the Conqueror in terms of different realms. And, I used to say, how are they going to make Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America able to exist in the same universe? I was always wondering, how could the MCU pull that off? And of course, they pulled it off with grand fashion. We can't think of a time when those characters weren't in a movie together. But the Time Variance Authority is out there, man. I mean, you're talking like Adjustment Bureau, you're talking Brazil. I mean, it's a crazy concept. It's a crazy sci-fi concept, a crazy fantasy concept, and it really broadens sort of the scope of the MCU.
Yeah.
And to add this in to the frothy mix that already is the MCU is taking it in directions that are really exciting to me as a science fiction fan and watching. I mean, they're going for it. And one of the things that I've noticed with WandaVision, with Falcon and Winter Soldier, and now with Loki, is they're really expanding slowly, but they're expanding the mythology of the whole MCU in really broad and interesting ways. And it's kind of happening right before our eyes. And because normally we just kind of saw the world through the Avengers.
Yeah.
And their villains. We don't see the rest of the universe, but now we're getting a glimpse into, places like Madripoor, and now we're going to get the Time Variance Authority, and that there's this big universe of stuff that is happening outside of our Avengers characters that our Avengers characters will only sort of cross over with. And this is like completely bonkers sci-fi out there. And it's from the comics. It's part of the Marvel comic universe. I can't wait for this. I watched this and I'm like, man, this looks delish. I can't wait to see it.
And it's still, again, it showed us the basic idea, but there's a lot of mystery still left in there.
Yeah.
Who's that antagonist that seems to pop up in the trailer a couple times? What's the opposing? So there's still a lot of questions, but it gave us a basic idea. Question is for you guys. Did you have a chance to see this trailer for the new Loki series? By the way, we don't even have to wait long. This is coming out in like 2 months. 2 months. June 11th, this thing comes out. What did you guys think about it? Jump on down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Okay, guys.